Namaste and welcome. My name is Eleanor and I'm going to be guiding you through this 30-minute Hatha yoga practice. So spring is usually associated with clearing out and starting fresh. And today we're going to work with slow breathing and gentle twists to help the body's own detox process, to help clear out whatever the body doesn't need anymore and whatever is feeling heavy. So let's just start by finding a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. And regardless of what position you choose, just try to find a nice and straight back. And you can do that by letting the crown of the head reach up towards the sky and let your sit bones sink down towards the earth. And just stop here for a moment. Notice how things start to slow down a little bit. And try to connect with your breath. Maybe for the first time today. Just following the natural rhythm of your breath in and out through the nose a couple of times. Relax your face. Relax your shoulders. And at the same time as you have this heaviness in the body down, let the crown of the head reach up. And we're going to try a small breathing exercise just to slow down the breath a little bit. And it's called square breathing. So we're going to breathe in for 4, hold it for 4, exhale on the count of 4, and then hold it out the count of 4. And I'm going to count you through the first 2 rounds, and then you can just go at your own pace. So let's everybody take a deep breath in together. And exhale fully. And breathe in on 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath out. 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold the breath out. 3, 4. And keep going. And try to relax even when you're holding the breath. Relax your face, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. Make each side of your breath equally long. And you want to challenge yourself a little bit when doing breathing exercises, but you don't want to struggle. So if you feel like you're struggling to hold the breath for the count of 4, then maybe just count to 3. Or count a little bit faster so you don't have to hold your breath for that long. And you can go ahead and finish the round that you're on now. And when you're done, just come back to your normal. normal breath. And maybe ask yourself the question, what do I want to clear out today? And then gently move on to hands and knees, tabletop position. And we're going to start to warm up in cat-cow. So as you breathe in, you bend back down towards the earth, point the nose forward, open the chest. And as you exhale, round the back and point the nose in towards your navel. You can do a couple of regular cat-cow here, or if you want, you can also be a little bit creative and find your own warm-up, your own movement. Maybe you want to bend your arms, maybe you want to sit back onto your heels, maybe you want to move the head to warm up the neck. So you can feel into your own body and what you need right now to warm up for today's practice. Beautiful. And find your way back to tabletop position with a neutral spine. Take a small step forward with your right hand onto the mat. Inhale, lift the left hand up towards the sky. And as you exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right and gently touch the left cheek onto the mat. Beautiful. On your next inhale, lift up again. Maybe follow the left hand with your gaze and exhale. Thread the arm under the right when I come down. A few more. Inhale up. Spread your fingers wide. And exhale, thread. And the next time you come down onto the mat with your cheek, just stay there for a couple of breaths. And the right hand, it can stay where it is, or you can extend it forward, or if you want a deeper twist, you can bring it onto your lower back. So that's 3 different variations. Whichever fits your body today, you pick that one. And take a couple of deep breaths. Release the chest down into the earth. Letting go of any tension, any heaviness. And if you moved your right hand, just bring it back to its original position and then press down into the mat with your hand to lift the left hand up again towards the sky. Inhale. And exhale, come back down onto the mat. And we're switching sides. So step the right hand back and the left hand forward. On your next inhale, lift the right hand up to the sky. And exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left, touching the right cheek on the mat. Inhale up. Exhale, thread. You can follow the right hand with your gaze. Spread your fingers wide. A few more. And the next time you come down with a cheek on the mat, just stay there for a couple of breaths. And the left hand can go forward or come all the way to your lower back if that feels available to you today. And take a couple of deep breaths, releasing the chest down into the earth. And if you moved the left hand, just bring it back to its original position. As you inhale, lift the right hand up to the sky. And exhale, let the hand come down to the mat. And we're transitioning into child's pose. So let your big toes come to touch, separate your knees wide, and sit back onto your heels. Extend your arms forward, and if you can, rest your forehead onto the mat. If that's not available to you, you can make a pillow out of your hands, or maybe two fists on top of each other to support the head. Taking 2 more deep breaths all the way down to the lower back. And if you didn't extend your arms out, you can go ahead and do that now. And place your hands far out to either side on the mat so that your pinkies touch the edge of your mat. That's how wide you want to have your hands. So not in the center of the mat, but at the outer edges of your mat. The pinkies are touching. Spread your fingers wide. And from here, come up onto hands and knees. Then tuck your toes. Place them about hip distance apart, and then lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Look towards your feet. You can pedal out your feet as well. And you don't have to touch the floor with your heels. You don't have to have straight legs. Try to aim for a straight back. So press with your hands, lengthen the spine, lift your sit bones high. Beautiful. A couple of more breaths here. If you want, you can try to come to stillness. Taking a few detoxifying breaths in this position. And now walk your feet all the way to the front of the mat, arriving in Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower to the ground. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. And just stop here for a moment. Once again, connect to your breath. And try to make your exhale a little bit longer than your inhale. That's inhaling and then exhaling a little bit longer than your inhale. Try that a couple of times. Beautiful. Slowing down your nervous system. And from here, step your feet together so that the big toes touch. Then bend your knees and imagine sitting down on an invisible chair behind you. You're coming into chair pose. We keep the hands in front of the chest, thumbs resting towards your sternum. And from here we're going to add a little twist, just a gentle one. So make sure that your knees are bent, and make also sure that your upper body is not leaning forward too much. Try to keep your chest up. And from here, slowly and gently twist your upper body towards the right. And you can look down and just make sure that your knees are still parallel. One of the knees tend to slide away a little bit when we twist. And if it's available to you, you can place your left elbow onto your right knee. If that's not possible, you can open up your arms and just rest the left arm onto the knee. Look towards the side or maybe up. Just 2 more breaths here. Keep your knees bent, maybe bend them a little bit more. Coming back to center, hands to the chest, and twisting to the left side. Remember your knees, keep them parallel. If you want, you can open up your arms. Maybe look towards the side or up. Maybe bend a little bit deeper. Beautiful. Just one more big breath. Coming back to center, hands to the heart. And inhale, stretch your legs, come up to standing. Exhale, arms down by your sides, Tadasana. On your next inhale, circle your arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, the right foot steps back. Low lunge, Anjanasana. Take a couple of breaths here. Straighten the right leg. And step forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, circle your arms up towards the sky and exhale, fold again, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping the left foot back, Anjanasana, opposite side. Extend the left leg out. High up on your tippy toes on the left foot. Nice, step forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, circle, sweep arms to sky, and then exhale, dive back down. Again, step the right foot back. Low lunge, Anjanasana. And from here, lower the right knee to the ground. Point the toes of the right foot. And inhale, reach your arms up. Crescent lunge. And just take a moment to find your positioning here. If it's really hard for you to keep your balance, you can move the left foot out to the left, so you're not on one straight line, but you separate the knee and the foot a little bit for more stability. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And exhale, twist to the left. Maybe you can reach with the right elbow on the left knee. If not, you can open your arms, or you can even place your right hand on the ground and reach the left hand up. We're taking 3 deep breaths here. And gently come back to center, activate your core muscles, reach your arms up. Crescent lunge, exhale, hands to the mat. Pick up the right knee, step forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale, circle, sweep arms to sky. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. The left foot steps back, Anjanasana. Then lower the left knee down, point the toes of the left foot, and inhale to reach up. Crescent lunge. Try to sink deep into the hips. Beautiful, just taking a moment to find your positioning here, maybe moving the right foot out to the right a little bit. And then bring your hands to the heart center. Inhale to lengthen the spine, and exhale, twist to the right. Maybe placing your left elbow on the right knee, or if that's not available to you, open up your arms, or even place the left hand on the mat and reach the right hand up. 3 deep breaths. And then gently come back to center. Inhale to reach your arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat. Pick up the left knee. Stepping forward, Uttanasana. From here, walk your feet to the back of the mat. Place your hands down, coming into downward facing dog. 2 deep breaths here. And then lower your knees wide and sit back into child's pose. Breathing all the way down to your lower back. And now shift the weight forward into plank pose on your knees. And then bend your elbows backwards to lower all the way down to the ground. And from here, just turn over to lay on your back. Then hug your knees in towards the chest and rock from side to side, giving the lower back a little massage. Try to breathe all the way down into your belly. And then release both your feet down onto the mat. We're going to come into a supine twist, but before we twist, just move your hips to the right side of the mat. Then extend the left leg out. With the left hand, grab your right knee and bring it across the body over to the left side. Try to keep both your shoulder blades anchored into the mat and extend the right arm out to the side. Maybe point your nose towards the right hand as well. Breathing deep down into the belly. This will help the breath massage your internal organs as well, helping with the detoxification. Like a washing cloth, you know, when you twist it, all the dirt comes out. It's the same thing with the body. And coming back to center, this time move your hips over to the left side of your mat. Extend the right leg out. With the right hand, grab the left knee and move it across the body. Extending the left arm out and point your nose towards the left hand. And a few deep breaths all the way down to your belly. Make sure that both shoulder blades are anchored into the mat. If you feel that the left shoulder blade starts to lift, then you went a little bit too far with the knee. You don't have to reach the floor or go super far. Just find a nice twist in the spine. And slowly make your way back to center. Move the hips so that you're in the center of the mat and not towards the left. Hug your knees in one more time. Maybe even lift your head up so that your forehead tries to touch your knees. And release down, release the feet into the mat, let the head come down, and then bring the soles of your feet together, knees out towards either side. And if you want, you can place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. Recline butterfly pose. You can try for a couple of rounds. You breathe in on the count of 4. Hold the breath on the count of 4. And then exhale on the count of 8. You can do 3 rounds. Just counting in your own pace. There's no rush. Whenever you're ready and you're done with your 3 rounds, just grab the hands onto your knees and help your knees to come together. And then you can gently extend your legs out for Shavasana. Bring your arms down by your sides. Let your hands be open up towards the universe. And just come to stillness. If you haven't already, close your eyes. And for the next few minutes, let your body be completely still. And slowly start to wake the body up, moving your fingers and toes. Maybe have a good stretch, reaching the arms overhead. And then hug your knees in towards the chest. Rock from side to side. And then gently roll over to your right. Maybe make a pillow out of your hands here. And when you're ready, you can slowly start to make your way up to a comfortable seat. Try to keep your eyes closed, or at least half closed, as you make your way up. And when you're up, sitting, just close down your eyes again. Notice your breath. And notice how you feel after today's practice. Now bring your hands together in front of the heart. The divine light in me recognizes and salutes the divine light in you. And together we say, Namaste.